Hello everybody, this is Josh Cook, aka Seizures Palace, and today we're going to be doing Song of Week number 7, and I've done a little bit of prep work beforehand, so let's get right into it. What I've done is I've pared down multiple layers of different types of kicks and claps, so I have my basic kick and clap, but it's a little bit customized, which is kind of fun, and it also saves me on CPU power. That being said, there's going to be quite a few high-powered synths that are going to be happening in here that I'm using as a template from a previous song. Or rather presets within that template. And at the end of the day, there's going to be possibly a bit of glitching, but I do want to put out something a little bit more electronic driving and possibly CPU intense, so apologies in advance if there's any glitches. That being said, let's get right into it. So here's the beat that I have so far. That sort of idea. So I'm going to erase a lot of the other information that we're seeing here. Again, some of these things are remnants from the template that I was using from before. So the parts were kind of a little bit pre-done. It's still just a 4-to-the-floor kick with a snare drum on beats 2 and 4. The hi-hat pattern I've kept. I might change it a little bit, and I've kept some of the synth sounds. I want to be able to kind of whip this song off today, so to speak, but have something nice and aggressive. So I've kept some old synth sounds. All that said, I think we're just about ready to go here. So, whoops. Having the main drum beat already done definitely helps, so that's always a good thing. Okay, and then take all this, bring it right to the very beginning, duplicate it a bit, and I'm going to go for something kind of progressive, simple. It's going to be between like house and techno, somewhere around that sort of genre or range of genres. All right, just joining and then grouping. Good. Excellent. So we'll loop that. And let's get into it. I should pick a key. Let's do D minor. Actually, I think the last song, the one that I'm using the template from, was in D minor, which means that the kick is probably tuned to D minor. It's a safe bet, and plus it sits really nice in the sub, on that lower frequency of the sub, before it really starts to cut out around that D flat and especially C, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna let my sub part, like my sub bass part, be determined by what I have going on with the upper element. So let's listen to some sounds and see what inspires some inspiration. Maybe get rid of the arpeggiator there, is there? True. Okay. Let's create a new pattern within our performer here. Excuse me. All right. All right, throw in a little double here. And one more here. Got a new pattern. Yeah, so adding different notes, trying the octave and stuff. Let's try doubling the speed, see how that would sound. Or even triplets. See how that would sound. It's kind of hard to hear the triplets by themselves sometime until you get it in the context of the main beat. There's a weird number of beats going on here. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? Sync, position, restart. Let's try 16ths. Just make sure everything's in check. You know what? I like that. Let's go with that. Do a little bit of color coding just to make everything a little more coherent. We're unified. Okay, let's go into that guy there. All right, I was a touch late getting that note started, so it was all off a bit. We'll quantize. We'll snap this. Get everything nice and tidy. I don't want anything too fancy. Just one note that I'm going to have sort of jutting out with those sort of little filter, the opening of the filter rather, and then place some other parts in around the non-accented areas. Let's try this. Whoa, sorry, that's crazy loud. What's going on here? Is it utility? That would be why. Plus 25 decibels. What the fudge? Yeah, we'll get some sort of creepy progression going on under there. That'll probably be more for the intro. Let's see what's going on. Not going to resolve the sus. Keep them wanting more. Keep them guessing. All right. Make the loop a bit shorter, and I'm going to go in and what was I going to do? Let's play around a little bit with this guy again. Right, I remember what I was going to do. Let's go into guitar rig here and play with the sensitivity and the range and the other stuff that works with this auto filter. That's so cool. Listen to this by itself without guitar rig on it. I have to crank it, you can barely hear it. Let's get the guitar rig back on there. Oh, we're getting to that point. I find it hard to believe that a sub-synth and 3 massives is making this glitch. It's funny how much the video capturing software takes up in terms of CPU. Still looking into how to improve that, by the way. Let's put that D in this. It's a little too low. Get rid of that click on our side chain. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. I'm actually going to wrap that up there for today. Reason being, one, I'm going to leave a little bit of room for suspense as to where this goes and how the song finishes. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you the whole process along the way, but what I did want the viewers today to take out of this is the idea of what you can do is hold Alt, take one of your files, drag it, duplicate it, or do it your own way, copy, paste, whatever. Open it up. Before you even open it, rename it something, because if you it doesn't matter. This is my process anyway. So rename it, open it up, delete most of the song information in terms of notes, rhythms, chords, and all that other kind of stuff, but keep your instruments along the side still in check with all the same effects and all that kind of stuff. Maybe keep your main beat if you want, get rid of it, start that fresh, but basically just have a palette of sounds that you can start to use. You might end up scrapping 90% of those and keeping one or two, and the one or two that you keep, you alter a tiny bit. So you're doing what's called templating. You're taking an old song, you're kind of using the shell of the song or the shell of the effects and the collective produced elements within it, and you're basically giving it new song information, yet you're still keeping your style in check because, in my opinion, because you're keeping certain synth sounds and certain sonic qualities that people can identify as being part of your style. So anyway, long story short, templating, it's a valuable thing for being able to produce a little bit quicker. I'm going to have some fun finishing this up without any glitching or anything like that. Hope you guys have enjoyed what I've done today, kept it short, and hopefully you got something out of it. Stay tuned. There'll be another one next week. You stay glassy, Sand.